Hi, my name is John Olsheimer, and I'm a credit expert who contributes to creditcardinsider.com. And today's question is this: why did my credit card issuer lower my credit limit? Why in the world did my credit card issuer do that to me? So what you just found out is something that many consumers have found out in the past or may not realize, but credit card issuers have ultimate flexibility to modify the terms of your account. There's very little that you can do about it. One of the myths of credit is that once you get a credit card, then the terms of that card never ever change. That is absolutely incorrect. The credit card issuer is actually the only type of lender that has the ability to modify the terms of your account while the account is open and while the account is being used. Auto lenders can't do that. Mortgage lenders can't do that. When you get your rate at closing or your terms at closing, that's it. And the only exception is a mortgage loan that has an adjustable rate that reconfigures every few years. But that's done as a product of your contract, not as a product of the bank wanting to make the change just at a moment's notice. In the world of credit card issuing, the credit card issuer has ultimate flexibility to modify the terms of the account. In many cases, the credit card issuer will use a credit limit reduction as a punitive measure, meaning that they're punishing you for you doing something that they don't want you to do. And what you have done, or what you may have done, is that you may have missed payments on other credit cards or other unrelated loans. And most credit card issuers check your credit reports on a monthly basis to see if anything has changed in your profile that concerns them. And if that can include a credit score, that can include the data on the credit report, and if something has changed in that way, then they can react. And the way that they react is by doing what's referred to as taking an adverse action. It's adverse to your original terms. So they can lower your interest rate, they can lower your credit limit, they can increase your interest rate, they can suspend your line, or they can close your account. And most of the time, the credit card issuer will lower a credit limit when they see a credit score dropping or something adverse hitting a credit report. However, in some more extreme scenarios, if something really bad has hit your credit report, like, for example, a default or a collection, then it would not be unheard of for them just to go ahead and close the account outright from underneath you. Another reason why the issuer may lower your credit limit is because your usage patterns have changed and you don't really, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't really deserve that much of a credit limit any longer. Someone who uses the credit card and has an average monthly balance of $300 or $400 does not need a $35,000 credit limit in the eyes of the bank. I'm not suggesting that's a good thing. I think you absolutely should have really high credit limits because it helps to maintain a better credit score. But the bank is exposed for that entire amount of credit limit. You could go crazy and go out and charge $35,000 worth of stuff and then never ever pay the bank. But in exchange, what you're doing for the bank is you're only using the card a very small amount. So it's unlikely the bank is just going to sit there and allow you to perpetually have this really high limit if you're really never using much of it. So those are really the two primary reasons why a credit card issuer will lower a credit limit. Now, you can always call the bank and ask them to increase your credit limit. And in some cases, they will do so, and in some cases, they will not. Now, in a scenario where they will do so, they will have one of two options. The first option is going to be more of like a modest increase, so maybe $500, maybe $1,000 on the top end. However, if you really want something considerable, so if you're calling your credit card issuer and asking them for a $10,000 credit limit or to double your credit limit, something really significant, then they're probably going to want to pull a credit report and a credit score on you, because essentially what you're doing is you're applying for a new line of credit because it's so different than what your current line is that they're going to want to do an entire underwriting of your account again to see if you meet the qualifications for the higher limit. So absolutely, it's something you can ask for. It's not always going to work. It's not always going to be unsuccessful. All right? If you have any other questions pertaining to credit or other financial topics, then please submit them to creditcardinsider.com, or you can put them in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.